What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video I am bringing an absolutely fire team here to Go Battle League.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Now, this team is consisting of Alolan Marowak, the GOAT. You guys know he is near and dear to my heart, with Hex, Shadowbone, and Fire Blast on Safe Swap. And we are closing with Chandelure. Incinerate is a fantastic new fire-type move in Go Battle League that a few Pokemon have. You guys saw a couple videos last week where I showcased Typhlosion and Chandelure. And today we're doing Chandelure again because it is actually insane at how powerful this Pokemon is at closing matches. Now, in order for this team to work, sadly we have to kind of use Azumarill, right? The Water Fairy typing is crucial with this Fire Ghost typing in the back. They really have some great synergies. I wish I could try to find another one, and I probably will try to find another one, but for now we're using Azumarill. I got it. Here we go. So this team overall on Twitch livestream yesterday, I went 19-6 with. And not only that, I reached out to a friend of mine, Tho Technical. You guys know him. He went 18-7. So we're going to watch a quick clip from his Twitch livestream. He had an absolute blast with this team.
All right, let's see this matchup. People don't respect the blast. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. Let's see. Never mind. Wow. I actually got there. That's insane. That's insane! What? What?
So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about today's video. Be sure to smash that like button for all these amazing Incinerate plays here with Chandelure, and let's go ahead and get right into the battles. Alright, so let's see how these battles go. This was an absolute blast. So shout out to Twitch for hanging out with me yesterday. Everyone who was there, this live stream was so much fun. These battles were just fantastic. So we have Azumarill on the lead versus Tropius. Terrible matchup, right? We're going to go ahead and go into the GOAT right here. So Alolan Marowak does really well on Safe Swap, especially with Hex. That's what's important, is the energy gain from Hex is super strong, especially in matchups here against Pokemon like Azumarill, who you are likely going to be facing. Because of that fire typing, we don't necessarily need Fire Spin because we have Shadowbone and Fire Blast. But we're going to go ahead and just keep going for Shadowbones right here, and I'm not going to shield. What's important with this team, and a lot of teams that I run, is to get shield advantage. Because we got a shield from Azumarill right there, I'm going to force them to use Hydro Pump, but they don't have it. They're going for Play Rough, which is fine. I can just go for another Shadowbone. This team does so well if you can close endgame with Chandelure with shield advantage. 2-1, 2-0, 1-0. This thing can absolutely sweep. So we're going to go ahead and let the Alolan Marowak go down there. Now we're going to come in and hard farm on Azumarill. Again, I'm not shielding anything. Play Rough, yes, is going to do neutral damage, but Chandelure can close games because a lot of the times you guys are going to find Skarmories and Galarian Stunfisk or Melmetals in the back, or grass Pokemon that Chandelure can rip through. You guys are gonna, it's just so much fun to use. So we're gonna go ahead and not shield again. I'm hoping the Tropius will come back in, and I'm hoping we can get a shield and threaten. Now, I am running with Play Rough. Hydro Pump, Ice Beam could potentially work as well, but I really like the Hydro Pump Play Rough here. So we're going to go ahead and go for Play Rough. This is going to do neutral damage to Tropius and hopefully get a shield, thinking they may think it's Ice Beam. Doesn't get a shield. We're going to go ahead and go for another Play Rough right here because they had loaded energy. I'm going to let this go. Again, we are trusting in Chandelure to sweep for us endgame, hoping they are running Galarian Stunfisk. So we go ahead and bring in the Chandelure, and they're staying in. Now they swap out into Galarian Stunfisk, and you guys are about to see Chandelure go to town. This is why Fire-type Pokemon are currently so strong in the meta, is because Galarian Stunfisk and Steel-type Pokemon, like maybe Registeel or Melmetal, are everywhere. Every team has it. And on top of that, they usually run it with a grass as well because it does well at countering flyers. But we just deleted Galarian Stunfisk here. We're going to go ahead and go for another Flame Charge against Tropius. This is going to boost our attack even more, get the final shield, and we can basically just farm down with 2 fast moves. There's one. We're going to go ahead and shield right here, and then all we need to do is one more fast move, and that is going to be a good game. This is the raw power from Incinerate. Look at that. Boom. Gone. That is going to be a good battle, and this is why this Pokemon is so strong. I know it's like, I think it's in like the 200s on ranking on PV Poke, but Incinerate doesn't care about rankings. All right, so we have Toxicroak on the lead. Not the best of matchups for us because they do have Sludge Bomb, but again, what are we looking to do with this team? Get shields and keep shields on our side. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for Play Rough right here, right? We're going to force shields on this Toxicroak, and I'm not going to give up a shield on the Sludge Bomb, or this first charge move, basically. It could be a Sludge Bomb, but that's okay. We already got a shield. It could be a Mud Bomb. We're going to let it go, and it is a Mud Bomb, which is really solid. This means I can get to another Play Rough in time, especially if they decide to throw. So this right here is going to be Sludge Bomb. We're going to go ahead and shield this because I know I can get to a Play Rough and force that second shield, or they're going to be swapping out. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the Play Rough right here. This is either going to take out the Toxicroak or get the second shield. If it gets second shield, that's basically good game. We take out the Toxicroak though, and they're going to have a Galvantula in the back. So we're going to go ahead and swap to a Alolan Marowak, start getting ahead on energy, and we're going to see a Azumarill come in. So Chandelure is already ready to sweep that Galvantula in the back because we are running double fire and double ghost, basically. And Shadowbone right here does really well. Again, we're not going to give up any shields right here. I'm going to force them to throw the Hydro Pump, and some Azumarills just don't have Hydro Pump. They have Play Rough Ice Beam, which I'm perfectly fine with. We're going to go ahead and go for another Shadowbone. I actually think I can get to 3 right here and potentially force that final shield. We'll have to see. So I'm going to go ahead and throw one Shadowbone, and now we're going to look to throw the next one. Can we get to it in time? Yes, we can. This is going to put the Azumarill in a really tough situation. Are they going to shield, or are they going to save it for Galvantula? We're going to go ahead and throw that. We take out the Azumarill and they save it for Galvantula, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and go into Chandelure right here and just start farming down. Now, we need to get as many Incinerates off as we can because this Galvantula is so far ahead on energy that one discharge will take us out. So we get in one extra Incinerate right there, which is huge. We can bubble this down with Azumarill. We saved Azumarill with a decent amount of health right here, and bubbles go faster than the Volt switches, so we'll be able to get 2 bubbles right there, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next one. Man, this team is, this team is so much fun. I've officially given Chandelure the title of GOAT Junior, by the way. It is GOAT Junior. So in the backline, we have GOAT and GOAT Junior. So we have Azumarill versus Azumarill on the lead. A really common matchup you guys will be seeing in GOAT Battle League. This is why we have Play Rough, is for mirror matches. We also have the Hydro Pump to really help out, maybe against the Mud Boys, so like Swampert or Whiscash, and Galarian Stunfisk as well. But yeah, in this mirror match, we're just going for Play Rough. We will not be giving up any shields whatsoever. If we lose this lead, we just come in with a Alolan Marowak and farm down with Hex. So we're going to go ahead and throw just keep throwing Play Roughs. And again, this may be their only counter to Alolan Marowak and Chandelure. That is why it's so important to stay in this matchup and not give up any shields. So we're going to go ahead and get another Play Rough off. This is going to kind of come down to the wire. They're throwing another Play Rough right here. It's not going to be enough to KO us, but it's definitely going to be very, very close. And I think I am maybe 1 or 2 bubbles ahead, and I actually think I commit to the farm down right here, so I'm just going to risk it, and I do get the farm down, which is huge for us. We'll have to see what comes in. It's going to be a Skarmy. We're just going to throw that Hydro Pump right here. This is why I like having Hydro Pump, hard neutral damage against Pokemon. And now you guys know we're just going to we're going to let Skarmy take us out. We're just going to bring in Chandelure and start tearing apart. Let's see what happens. We're going to bring in the Chandelure, start farming down. They're going to go ahead and throw a charge move. We're going to go ahead and shield. We don't know what's in the back, but Chandelure with energy can absolutely destroy, and we will be getting shields on that back end. It's going to be a Stunfisk. This is dangerous. Stunfisk shreds this whole team, especially this backline. So let's see if we can do it. We get a shield right there with Shadow Ball. Could have potentially gone for Flame Charge. And I'm going to go ahead and actually let this one go. So Chandelure won't be able to survive a Mud Bomb right here, but I need to rely on the GOAT to do what the GOAT does, and that's winning matches. So we're going to go ahead and bring in this Hex Alolan Marowak and go ahead and let this first one go through. Yes, we know it's just going to be Mud Bombs, or we're going to shield this one, and then we're going to start loading up on energy. We have to basically land 2 Shadow Bones, so we need 3 Shadow Bones in total. This first one right here should be getting the shield from the Stunfisk, and then I need to be very, very careful. They actually didn't shield right there. I need to be careful right here. They're going to try to sack swap to potentially catch a charge move here from Alolan Marowak. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep farming. They do try to sack swap, and I just commit to that farm down right here. And sure enough, we have back-to-back right now. We're going to go ahead and go for both Shadow Bones. We're going to be able to win CMP tie as well, and that is going to be a good battle. So I'm not sure why they tried to sack swap right there. I think they could have gotten away with just staying in and going for the Mud Bomb, but that definitely was a huge opportunity for Alolan Marowak to commit to that farm down and take that final, take that match right there, and that is going to be a good battle. Twitch chat kept saying, so in ZyoniK quote for 2020, so I started blasting in 2020. But we have Whiscash on the lead. This is really solid for us right here. Obviously, Whiscash is going to destroy our backline. So what we need to do from this situation is try to get this Whiscash out of here without shielding. That's what's important. Again, not shielding. I'm just going to be going for play roughs. I'm going to build up to Hydro Pump to really threaten and then go for play roughs because I want to get shields. I want to chunk health. And it's okay if I bring in a Alolan Marowak to this Whiscash and have to take a bit of damage, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for play rough right here. It's going to be doing neutral damage in the matchup. And it does chunk the Whiscash right there, which is good. So one more play rough, and we should be able to take it out. And then, again, we're not shielding. That's what's important. You need to save shields for Chandelure in the back. Now, sometimes on some teams, there's really nothing you can do. But what I've noticed from playing with this team, if you give Chandelure and just trust in it for shields, you're going to win a lot more games than not. We take out the Whiscash on lead. That's huge. Now, Ampharos comes in, so we're going to go ahead and swap into a Alolan Marowak. And here comes a Mandibuzz. You guys ever roasted a turkey before? We're about to find out. We're going to go straight for that Fire Blast. So Mandibuzz is an extreme wall to Alolan Marowak because of Bone Club and Ghost type moves. It's a dark flying. But we have Fire Blast, so we're roasting turkeys today. So here we go. Let's see if this lands. They do have 2 shields, by the way. And it lands. That's a lot of damage that we needed to get out of the way. We're going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Bone right here. This is going to be doing a lot of resisted, or not a lot of resisted damage. It's going to be doing resisted damage, but hopefully we get a defense debuff as well. That would be really, really nice. No, we don't get it. And they're just going to commit to the farm down, which is fine. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Zoomer. We know they have Ampharos, which means we need to save 2 shields for Chandelure to try to see what Incinerate versus Volt Switch does. So we're going to go ahead and try to bubble down, and then they're not throwing a charge move right there, which was really interesting. I wouldn't have shielded anyways. We're going to go ahead and bring in Chandelure and just start farming down. Now, Volt Switch, as you guys saw, does quite a bit of damage, and they're going to be able to spam charge moves right here, so I'm going to have to throw Incinerate, Flame Charge as fast as I can to boost my damage. Now, they snuck through one fast move right there, which is unfortunate, and maybe not throwing charge moves would have been the way to go to sneak in an extra fast move. So yeah, this is going to be really, really close. We're going to go ahead and shield right here. I think in this matchup now, looking back at it, I definitely shouldn't throw any charge moves. I should just go straight Incinerate. We're going to be able to get one more. No, they get off a second charge move right there, and that's going to be unfortunate. But we still have a Zoomerl, and Bubble, I think, is going to be able to do enough damage right there to take out the Ampharos, and that is going to be a good battle. We have Azumarill on the lead versus Alolan Marowak. This is what you guys want to see. Really positive matchup for us. We're going to go ahead and stay in this, and we're just going to go straight Hydro Pump. There is no reason to try to shield bait in this matchup for 2 reasons. Firstly, Hydro Pump one-shots. Secondly, we want shield advantage, both of which are going to be wins. They decide to throw Shadow Bone, which is fine. Now they swap out into Whiscash. So obviously we can't swap out right here. We're going to stay in this and just go play roughs against this Whiscash and look to take it out as much as we can. We know Alolan Marowak's in the back, but we have our own Alolan Marowak and Chandelure, both of which can handle that in different situations, especially with shield advantage. So Mud Bomb's going to be coming through. No shields. We're just going to keep going play roughs. We need to get shields and chunk health from Whiscash. That is the goal of this Azumarill right now. It's basically taking out the hardest counter to our backline. We do get a shield, which is really nice. So we're going to go ahead and actually let this Mud Bomb go through. Now, if it doesn't KO me, I should be trying to swap to Alolan Marowak. So I think I do. No, I just try to get a couple more bubbles in. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and bring in Alolan Marowak now. This is why we have Hex as well. The energy gain is extremely strong to do neutral damage and also help us get to Shadow Bone. We're going to let this go through. I know, guys. I know it does super effective damage, but hey, that's fine. This is what Alolan Marowak does. We're going to be getting this final shield or taking out the Whiscash, and then if they decide to shield, we are going to let Chandelure have 2 shields and let the Baby Goat do what Baby Goat does with shield advantage. Sweep endgame. We're going to go ahead and let it go. Whiscash versus Chandelure. Let's see if we can do the 1v3 right here. Chandelure is going to come in, does a lot of resisted damage there with Incinerate. Obviously, we have to start shielding now. But they have no shields in the back, everyone. You guys are about to see what Chandelure does to a no-shield backline. We already have Shadow Ball ready to go. We'll see if Alolan Marowak comes in. Yeah, it does. We're going to go ahead and Shadow Ball this thing. This will one-shot it, and then we'll have to see what is in the back. So yeah, giving shields to Chandelure closing out games is so satisfying. It's going to be a cast form, a Sunny cast form at that. So Shadow Ball is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage. Plus, we are going to be resisting their Weather Ball and Ember as well. So this is going to be really, really nice for us. We're going to go ahead and throw that Shadow Ball. It's going to do a lot of neutral damage. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to KO, but it's definitely enough to do a lot of damage. So we're going to be able to do one more Incinerate, and that is going to be a good battle right there. All right, moving into the next one. We have Azumarill on the lead versus Alolan Raichu. Terrible matchup for us. We got to swap right away into Alolan Marowak, start getting ahead on energy, and they're deciding to stay in, which is fine. We're starting to get hexes. I'm going to let this one go through. I think it is going to be Wild Charge, but I can't give up shields just yet. It's actually just going to be Thunder Punch, which is fine. Glad I didn't give up a shield there. We are going to see Galarian Stunfisk come in, so now we're just going to go for this Fire Blast right here. Fire Blast can near one-shot Galarian Stunfisk, which is so satisfying. Do we land it? Yes, we do, but we don't get to the charge move in time, and sadly, I decided to shield right here. Not sadly, but this is what I decided to do. So I shielded the Rock Slide. We're going to commit to that farm down. Alolan Raichu might be coming back in. No, it's going to be Azumarill right here. So what we just did is actually gave up shield advantage, which this team really needs it. So even though we landed the Fire Blast, I should have just let it go and brought in Azumarill to farm down. So Alolan Marowak's going to go down. We're going to swap into our Azumarill at the last second to make them think Alolan Marowak is dead, so I can save it for a sack swap endgame because I am down shields. And now we're in a mirror match right here, which is pretty nice. They do swap into Alolan Raichu, so hopefully I can get to the Play Rough. No, we cannot, but this is just Thunder Punch, so I think I can actually survive and get off the Play Rough, and we'll have to see if Chandelure can kind of close this game out. So we're going to go ahead and go for Play Rough right here. This should be getting the shield from the Alolan Raichu. We still have our Chandelure, and we have Alolan Marowak, who I can use as a potential sack swap. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Chandelure right here, look to get ahead on energy, and hopefully be able to get to 2 Shadow Balls against the Azumarill. So we're going to go ahead and try to commit to that farm down right here. I could have potentially sack swapped right there, but I'm going to go ahead and shield, and then we're going to look to try to farm down. And then hopefully get off 2 Shadow Balls. So we're going to go ahead and throw Shadow Ball right here just in case they decide not to shield. In hindsight, I should throw Flame Charge right there. Definitely should be throwing Flame Charge. And now it's going to be a matter of counting, and I think I miscount. So I'm thinking they're at a charge move right now. No, I was 1 off, and they're going to be able to take us out. So that's going to be a good battle. So if I would have done the sack swap like I saved Alolan Marowak for, we could have potentially won that game. But hey, great battle, my opponent. But let's go ahead and move into the next one. So this next battle, we have Azumarill on the lead versus Altaria. So this is a pretty positive matchup for us. They're going to swap right away into Azumarill. We're actually going to stay in this matchup. What I need to do is firstly chunk health from Azumarill to allow Alolan Marowak to have a better matchup, and secondly save some more energy on my own Azumarill while also wasting their energy. So what we're going to do is just build up to Play Rough and hope they throw, which they do right here. That's fine. And then I'm going to look to swap now into Alolan Marowak because we just wasted their energy and they're at half health. So we also are counting their fast moves, and we know that they actually don't have Hydro Pump right here. So well, actually they do have Hydro Pump. Sorry, this was a different battle. We are going to shield that. It was just Play Rough. They built up to 7, but now we're just going to go for double Shadow Bone right here and hopefully take it out. We'll have to see if we can get a shield on the back end as well. But this Shadow Bone right here will be doing a lot of neutral damage, and now we're just going to try to we get to the second one right here. So this is going to put a lot of pressure on them to shield or not shield. There's still Altaria in the back, and we don't know what else they have, but we do get a shield right there, which is huge. Defense fell as well. Now, I can't give up 2 shields, right? Chandelure closes with the shield, so we got to let it go, and it's just going to be another Play Rough. So they weren't even running Hydro Pump. We are going to be able to farm down. Now, Altaria is going to be coming back in, so hopefully we can get to a Shadow Bone in time. Yes, we can. That Hex energy gain is fantastic. This is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage in the matchup here against the Altaria, enough to put it into KO range for Play Rough. So what we're going to do is try to get to this Play Rough right here and throw it. This is going to be getting the final shield here from Altaria or one-shotting it. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. They do decide to shield, which is fine. They're going to go ahead and throw their energy, I believe, right here. We're going to let this go. Again, closing with Chandelure. I can still win this matchup with Azumarill against Altaria. So the Sky Attack does come through, and now I think they're going to try to swap here on the charge move. We build up to Play Rough. We're spamming it. They do swap into Galarian Stunfisk, which is fine. Chandelure absolutely destroys Galarian Stunfisk, so we are now going to swap into that right here. And then all we need to do is shield one Rock Slide. Rock Slide will do massive super effective damage here against the Chandelure. And as long as we shield, we should be pretty good. We're going to go ahead and go for that Flame Charge basically right away to KO the Galarian Stunfisk right here. And all we need to do is get to one more Flame Charge to take out the Altaria. So this Flame Charge will be one-shotting the Galarian Stunfisk. Altaria is going to be coming back in. And we just need to get to one more right here. And this is going to be enough resisted damage. Yeah, resisted damage from a Chandelure with Flame Charge is enough to KO the Altaria right here, and that, after a bit of lag, is going to be a good battle right there. GG's, very well played. Azumarill on the lead versus Azumarill on the lead. Again, another common matchup you guys are going to be seeing. We know what we're doing with this one. We're just going straight play rough, not giving up any shields, looking to get energy on a Alolan Marowak or win switch advantage. So we're going to go ahead and just keep throwing play roughs right here. I still preach that I think Azumarill, in my opinion, does best with Hydro Pump and Play Rough. It all depends on your team, but Hydro Pump comes in so clutch against Pokemon like Skarmory or Pokemon like Galarian Stunfisk or Registeel. Now, they swap out into Cresselia, which is amazing because we have a Alolan Marowak. Now, because I do see a Cresselia here, I'm guessing they have a Steel in the back. A lot of Cresselia users run it with Melmetal or Registeel. And then we're just going to be going for Shadow Bones right here. We resist all the charge moves, which is really nice. We got to watch out for Future Sight. That would do quite a bit of neutral damage, but I think they're just running Moonblast and Grass Knot, which is fine. We're just going to be able to build up some more energy. They're going to go ahead and throw another charge move. That's fine. Not giving up any shields in this matchup. That's what's very, very important. It's going to be another Moonblast, which is resisted, and then we're going to be able to build up a bit more and then go ahead and go for Shadow Bone right here to give them either take out the Cresselia or make them get a shield. They are going to let the Cresselia go down, which is perfectly fine. We are going to see Azumarill come back in. We go for another Shadow Bone to now put us in an even more positive matchup with the Azumarill Mirror. Shadow Bone right here does a lot of neutral damage, and the defense fell. That's really, really crucial right here. We're going to go ahead and bring back in the Azumarill, and hopefully whatever they have in the back, Chandelure can destroy. And likely with this team, we're going to see a Steel-type Pokemon in the back, which means Chandelure is going to absolutely wreck. We don't need to shield. Like I said, there's no reason to be shielding right here. We're going to go ahead and go for Play Rough, saving both of our shields for Chandelure, taking out probably the hardest counter on this Azumarill to Chandelure as well. So the Play Rough does take it out. Final Pokemon is going to be a Melmetal. So that is going to be a good game. As you guys can see, Incinerate is just shredding right now. We can safely shield. Everything is good. Incinerate will absolutely shred Galarian Stunfisk, Registeels, Melmetals. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We're going to go ahead and go for Flame Charge to boost our attack as well, because the damage from Incinerate increases as our attack increases. So hopefully we only need to do 2 more Incinerate. So there's one. We're going to go ahead and shield this one. And I think because of that attack boost, we only need to do 1 more. As you guys are going to see right here, there's 1, there's 2. We take out the Melmetal, and that is going to be a good battle. Alright, moving into the next one. Let's see how this battle goes. We have Azumarill on the lead, obviously. We have Azumarill on the lead versus Stunfisk. So a really positive matchup, and this is specifically why I run Hydro Pump, is for situations like this. A lot of Azumarills are not running Hydro Pump, so they won't shield. Again, what does this team want? You want to take out the Pokemon, right? Or get a shield. So I'm okay with throwing a Hydro Pump into Galarian Stunfisk because I know it'll one-shot it, or I will get a shield, both of which is a positive for us. We're going to go ahead and throw this Hydro Pump right here. Hopefully, both of which is a win, right? Getting a shield or taking it out, we take it out, which is completely fine. Now we're going to see Skarmory come in. So we're going to go ahead and swap into a Alolan Marowak, and they swap into Shadow Swampert, which is very, very deadly. But Shadow Bone does a lot of neutral damage, and we can survive 1 Hydro Cannon. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Bone. They don't shield. That is amazing. They let it go through. I'm perfectly fine with this. Thank you very much for letting that land. We get taken out by the Hydro Cannon. We're going to go ahead and bring in Azumarill and just farm down. I'm okay with them hitting me with a charge move. I'm going to save all my shields for Chandelure because it can absolutely destroy a Skarmory. We just drew out the hardest counter. So it's just going to be Hydro Cannon. That's fine. I'm just going to bubble down. And then we're going to go ahead and throw the Play Rough here against the Skarmory because they're likely going to be shielding. If not, it doesn't really matter. We're just chunking health. And then we're going to go ahead and swap now into Chandelure. We do get a shield. We swap into the Chandelure right here. And Chandelure absolutely destroys Skarmories. It's a like you roast these birds, right? It's absolute destruction. So we're going to go ahead and shield Sky Attack and then just go for back-to-back Flame Charges right here to basically take it out. And that is going to be a good battle. So we have 2 Flame Charges right now. This first one should be getting the shield, or taking out, they may just let it go because they see the writing on the wall, and that does take out the Skarmory, and that is going to be a good battle right there. Moving into the next battle, we have Azumarill on the lead versus Toxicroak. Another tough matchup like we saw earlier. Again, I'm not going to be giving up a shield right away. What I'm looking to do is get a shield from my opponent, and that is going to be good enough for me. We're going to go ahead and let Sludge Bomb come through. If they decide to throw it, that's all fine by me. It is going to be Sludge Bomb, which is fine, does a lot of damage, but we want to get that shield advantage right here. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Play Rough. And then I believe I swap into a Alolan Marowak right now. We do get a shield. Yep, I'm swapping into a Alolan Marowak. Sadly misclicked a bit, but we do see a Azumarill now come in. This is pretty decent for us because Shadow Bone Hex, right, is so solid against Azumarill swap-ins, especially when you're ahead on energy. Plus, we have shield advantage. Now, we need to be cognizant that we need to potentially save 2 shields here for Chandelure in the end because of the fact that they have Toxicroak, so they might have Galarian Stunfisk in the back. So we go ahead and get off another Shadow Bone. We're getting the Azumarill low, which is fine. We're not going to give up any shields right here. I think this was the battle I was referencing from earlier. Yeah, it's just an Ice Beam, which is fine. It was a shield bait. We're going to go ahead and just try to get to that next Shadow Bone to potentially get that second shield. No, Charge Move does come through. We're going to go ahead and let this go. And then hopefully we survive. No, we don't survive. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Azumarill right now to do as much bubble damage as we can and potentially get to a Play Rough. Yes, we do get to the Play Rough. This is huge. We're either going to get the second shield or we are going to take out the Azumarill, both of which is positive for the Chandelure. Now we're fast swapping into Chandelure right here. Obviously, we got to be cognizant that Toxicroak has Mud Bomb, but Incinerate is going to do a lot of neutral damage. We're going to go ahead and shield right here. We cannot let any more charge moves hit us. Mud Bomb is blocked right there, and then they swap into Shiftry. So they had a grass in the back, which is beautiful. Chandelure is going to eat this up for dinner. Roast in the grass, roast in the birds. This is what Chandelure does with Incinerate. We get a shield right there as well. Our attack is boosted. We're going to go ahead and shield this Leaf Blade, Foul Play, whatever it is right here. It's just going to be Leaf Blade, and I think one more Incinerate is going to be able to take it out. Yeah, there goes the Shiftry. That's so much damage. And then Toxicroak is coming back in. We have another Flame Charge ready to go, and this is going to be one-shotting Toxicroak. So again, trusting in Chandelure to sweep endgame because we took out potentially their hardest counter, and that is going to be a good battle. And I believe that was the final one. Yeah, that was the final one. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team. I had an absolute blast. I love bringing some spicy picks, and I love fire blasting with Alolan Marowak, and this team just worked out so well. Again, though technical, thank you for trying out my team, man. You had a blast as well. Overall, I think we went 37 and 13 between the two of us in 50 battles. So this team definitely has a lot of play, and it's trusting in Incinerate Chandelure to close games for you. So let me know what you guys think about the team, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.